Welcome to our deep dive all about acing, that entertainment journalist interview.
It's like having a personal coach in your ear.
Exactly. And we're drawing all of our insights from RoleCatcher's career and interview guides.
We're going to cover so much today.
Okay, let's jump right in.
Sounds good.
So, first things first. What does an entertainment journalist do all day?
Well, you're definitely right about it being fast-paced. You could be researching and writing 1 minute,
Yeah.
then attending a red carpet event the next.
Oh, wow.
You really have to be adaptable in this role.
I bet. What about the actual work environment?
It really varies.
Hmm.
You might be in a busy newsroom, collaborating with other journalists,
Huh?
or working solo from, like, a cafe.
Oh, that's cool. So you could be, writing an article while sipping a latte.
Exactly. And don't forget about the travel.
Ooh, right. All those film festivals and album launches.
It's a pretty dynamic role.
Definitely sounds exciting. But okay, let's get down to business. Landing that dream job means nailing the interview. So let's dive into some of those common questions.
Perfect. Let's start with, how did you become interested in entertainment journalism?
Seems simple enough, right?
It is, but interviewers are looking for that spark, that passion.
So more than just, I like movies.
Exactly. Share a specific movie that ignited your passion, or talk about a journalist whose work you admire.
So something personal and memorable.
Yes. And whatever you do, avoid vague answers. Don't just say, I enjoy writing.
Makes sense. All right, next question. What do you think is the role of an entertainment journalist?
This one's all about the bigger picture.
Bigger.
It's not just about reporting the news, it's about sparking conversations.
Oh, interesting.
And maybe even shaping public opinion.
I see. So go beyond just listing tasks.
Right. Talk about the impact entertainment journalists have on the industry and the audience. You're a storyteller.
Got it. Okay, next up, how to stay current in this fast-paced industry.
Yes. How do you stay current with the latest trends and news in the entertainment industry?
Okay, so I'm guessing just scrolling through social media isn't enough.
Nope, not at all.
Ah.
Interviewers want to see that you're actively seeking information, analyzing trends, staying ahead of the curve.
So should I mention specific publications I follow, maybe podcasts or social media accounts?
Absolutely. Be specific about your sources and how you filter information.
Right, because there's a lot of noise out there.
Exactly. Show them you can discern credible sources.
Okay, this next one feels a bit tricky. How do you balance accuracy with the pressure to break news quickly?
This is a big one. It's all about journalistic integrity.
Right, accuracy is so important.
It is. Interviewers want to see that you prioritize that, even under pressure.
Should I talk about my fact-checking process or maybe a time I had to double-check a source?
Exactly. Highlight your commitment to ethical reporting. That's really valued.
Okay, makes sense. Shifting gears a bit, how about this one? How do you approach an interview with a celebrity?
Preparation is key here.
I can imagine.
Interviewers want to see that you've done your homework, you understand their background, and you've prepared thoughtful questions.
So should I talk about my research process or maybe my approach to asking open-ended questions?
Exactly. And don't forget about active listening.
Right, it's a conversation.
It is. Okay, moving on to reviews. How do you approach writing those?
How do you approach writing reviews of movies, TV shows, or other entertainment content?
It's about balancing your personal opinion with objective analysis.
Reviews can be subjective.
They can, but you need to be able to articulate your thoughts clearly and back them up with examples.
Should I talk about my criteria for evaluating content or how I structure a review?
Yes, and you can mention specific reviews you're proud of, maybe highlighting the feedback you received.
Got it. All right, this one is a bit personal. How do you handle negative feedback or criticism of your work?
This is all about professionalism. It's about showing you can handle constructive criticism.
Everyone gets negative feedback at some point, right?
Everyone does. It's how you handle it that matters. So talk about your willingness to learn from your mistakes.
And my ability to separate constructive criticism from personal attacks.
Yes, and how you use that feedback to improve.
Perfect. Prepping for all these questions can be overwhelming.
It can be.
But luckily, we have RoleCatcher's AI on our side.
That's right. It takes the guesswork out of the process.
Okay, tell me more.
Well, it analyzes job descriptions and pulls out those keywords employers want to see.
So I can tailor my responses to the specific role and company.
Exactly. And here's the cool part. It can actually analyze your answers and provide feedback.
Wait, seriously?
Seriously. It's like having a virtual interview coach.
Wow. So it can help me be more specific, give stronger examples, or even refine my language.
You got it. And there's even a video practice feature to help with your delivery and body language.
This is amazing. It's like having personalized feedback 24/7.
Exactly. It's all about using technology to your advantage.
Okay, I'm blown away. But before we get too lost in the AI world,
Right.
let's talk about those career insights from RoleCatcher's Guide. What can help aspiring entertainment journalists?
Building a strong personal brand is crucial.
So more than just a fancy website or tagline.
Way more. It's about showcasing your unique voice, your expertise, and your passion. What makes you stand out?
So what stories I'm passionate about? What makes my perspective valuable?
Exactly. Think about what you bring that no one else can. Do you have a knack for uncovering hidden gems?
Interesting.
Or maybe you understand the business side of the industry.
I see. So it's about knowing my strengths and articulating them.
Exactly. But remember, building a personal brand takes time and effort. It's about consistently putting yourself out there.
And showcasing my work and engaging with the industry.
Yes, and building those relationships we talked about. Networking is crucial in this field.
So it's not just what you know, but who you know.
Exactly. Those connections can open doors to amazing opportunities.
I'm starting to see the bigger picture now. It's about combining my passion, my skills, my perspective, and my network.
Precisely. And with RoleCatcher's AI by your side, you'll have the tools to navigate every step.
This feels like the perfect combination of human insight and AI support.
It is.
It's giving me the confidence to tackle those interview questions and launch my dream career.
I love that. So we've talked about prepping for the interview itself.
Right, all those tricky questions.
But what about that initial hurdle, the application process?
Oh, yeah, that can be daunting, especially with so many talented people applying.
It is competitive, but RoleCatcher's AI can really give you an edge there too.
Okay, tell me more, because I know I could use any advantage I can get.
So picture this. You find the perfect listing. Maybe it's for a junior writer at a big entertainment magazine or a content creator for a streaming platform.
Sounds like a dream job.
It could be. But then you see the application.
Yeah, those can be intense.
Multi-page forms, writing samples, video introductions, the whole works.
I've been there. It can feel really overwhelming.
That's exactly where RoleCatcher comes in. It analyzes that job description, like, deeply. It doesn't just look for keywords, it figures out the underlying skills they want.
Oh, wow.
The tone, even the company culture.
So it's not just about using all the right industry jargon in my resume.
Nope. It's about understanding what they're really looking for and presenting yourself in a way that fits.
That makes sense. So it's tailoring my resume to their vision.
Exactly. RoleCatcher's AI will suggest how to highlight the specific skills and experience they value.
It's like it's reading their minds.
Kind of. It helps you craft a narrative that resonates with them.
Not just a generic resume I send everywhere.
Exactly. Oh, and don't forget those short answer questions.
Those are the worst. Describe your greatest weakness in 50 words.
I know, right? Total creativity killers. But RoleCatcher's AI can actually help with those too.
No way.
It analyzes those questions just like the job description.
Okay.
And gives you suggestions for writing concise, impactful answers.
It's like having a tiny writing partner in my computer.
Yeah. It helps you refine your language, provide examples, all while staying authentic to you.
So I'm not just spitting out some generic robotic answer.
Definitely not. It's all about making your application truly shine.
Okay, so we've conquered the application. Now, back to the interview itself.
Right. Those nerve-wracking moments.
We talked about common questions, but can RoleCatcher's AI actually help me during the interview?
It can. Remember all those insightful avoid tips we went over?
Yeah, I was taking notes.
Well, you can actually input your answers into RoleCatcher and get personalized feedback.
You're kidding. So it's not just general advice.
Nope, it's tailored to your specific responses.
Wow, this AI is really something else. So it analyzes my answers and tells me where I can improve.
Yep. It might suggest being more specific, giving stronger examples, or just polishing your language.
It's like having a virtual mock interview, but with way more detailed analysis.
Exactly. And remember that video practice feature. You can record yourself answering questions too.
Oh, right. That's perfect for someone like me who gets nervous and rambles.
The AI will give you feedback on everything. Body language, tone of voice, the whole package.
This is seriously like having a personal interview coach, but available 24/7.
It's all about giving you the tools and confidence to shine.
I'm definitely feeling more confident already. But okay, let's switch gears for a bit.
Sure.
RoleCatcher isn't just about getting hired. It's about building a whole career, right?
Exactly. Their career guides have some amazing insights.
Okay, What are some of the key takeaways? What can help me navigate this competitive field?
One thing that stands out is the importance of specialization.
Okay.
Being a generalist is great at first, but eventually finding your niche makes you more valuable.
So it's about focusing on the area where I truly excel.
Yes. Do you have a deep love for, like, horror films or documentaries?
I do love a good documentary.
Maybe you're fascinated by the business side of entertainment.
Oh, interesting.
Find that area where your passion and expertise truly align.
It's about figuring out what makes me unique, what stories I'm meant to tell.
Exactly. And once you've found your niche, nurture it. Become the go-to expert in that area.
Okay, that makes sense.
Huh.
But how do I actually turn that specialization into real career opportunities?
That's where networking and personal branding come in.
We touched on those earlier.
Right. It's about building genuine relationships with people who share your passion.
So if I'm all about documentaries, I should connect with other documentary filmmakers and fans.
Exactly. Join online communities, go to film festivals, engage in those conversations.
It's about finding my tribe, those people who get me.
Yes. And then there's personal branding. It's about crafting an image that reflects your expertise.
Should I, build a website dedicated to documentaries? Or start a podcast?
Those are great ideas. It's about showcasing your knowledge and personality, attracting the right audience.
So it's about creating a digital footprint that screams documentary expert.
Exactly. And remember, RoleCatcher has those AI tools to help you refine your brand and target those niche opportunities.
It's like having a whole team of career advisors and tech wizards in my corner.
It really is. And don't forget about the ongoing support they offer.
Oh, right. Even after I land the job.
Exactly. The entertainment industry is constantly changing, so you need to stay ahead of the curve.
Sure.
RoleCatcher offers online courses and workshops covering all sorts of topics.
From digital storytelling to new software.
Exactly. It's about becoming a lifelong learner and embracing those new technologies.
That's exciting. I love that RoleCatcher supports your growth throughout your career.
It's about empowering you to shape your own path.
This is seriously amazing. But okay, with all this talk about career building,
Yeah.
let's not forget about one of the biggest challenges, standing out from the crowd.
Right. There's a lot of talent out there.
So many people vying for the same opportunities. How can I truly make a lasting impression?
That's a great question. It comes down to finding your unique voice.
I love that. It's not just about reporting the facts, it's about bringing something special.
It is. But how do you actually discover that voice? How do you make it resonate?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
It's a journey of self-discovery.
Deep? I like it.
You have to tap into your passions, your quirks, your experiences.
So embrace what makes me different.
Exactly. Ask yourself, what stories am I drawn to? What issues make me passionate?
Those are good questions.
What perspectives can I offer that no one else can? What makes me me?
That's powerful. Okay, so I've figured out my unique voice. Now, how do I actually use it in my work?
That's when the magic happens. Infuse your personality, your humor, your insights into everything you do.
So if I'm drawn to underdog stories, that should be reflected in my writing.
Absolutely. Those are the things that will make you stand out, make you memorable.
It's not about pretending to be someone else. It's about letting my true self shine through.
You got it. But it's important to balance authenticity with professionalism.
Right. I don't want to come across as unprofessional.
Exactly. It's about being true to yourself while understanding the industry's expectations.
So be myself, but the best, most professional version of myself.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to experiment. Your voice will evolve over time. That's part of the journey.
This feels like a process of constant growth, both creatively and professionally.
It is. But I know it can be scary to put yourself out there.
It can be, especially when you're just starting out.
But remember, the entertainment world thrives on originality.
It's all about fresh perspectives.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to seek out mentors and peers who can support you.
Finding my tribe, those people who understand my voice.
Yes. They can give you the confidence to share your work with the world.
That's a powerful reminder that we're not alone in this.
We're not. There's a whole community of creatives out there.
All supporting and encouraging each other.
Exactly. That sense of community is so important.
I'm feeling really inspired right now. This feels like the perfect blend of practical advice and motivational guidance.
I'm glad to hear it. It's all about empowering you to not only ace that interview, but to build a fulfilling and impactful career.
And RoleCatcher is there every step of the way.
They are, from those initial job applications to refining your skills to finding your voice.
It's an amazing resource.
It is. Okay, so we've talked a lot about the big picture.
Yeah, the career journey and all.
Let's get back to those practical tools that RoleCatcher offers, specifically for landing that dream job.
Okay, yes. I'm ready to hear more about those features.
Let's start with the resume and cover letter builder. Remember how it analyzes job descriptions?
I do. It pulls out those keywords and suggests how to tailor my resume.
Right. But there's some other cool features people might not know about.
Tell me everything.
One thing is the design templates. You can choose different layouts to make your application stand out.
Oh, so it's not just about the content, it's about the presentation too.
Exactly. First impressions matter.
They do. It's like having a professional designer on my team.
Right. And for those tricky application questions, it goes beyond just generic advice.
Oh, how so?
Well, it analyzes your writing style and tone to make sure you're matching the company culture.
Whoa, that's impressive.
So for a cutting-edge company, it might suggest a more informal voice.
Makes sense.
But for a traditional magazine, it'll recommend something more polished and formal.
It's like having a personalized style guide for each application.
Exactly. It helps you tailor your responses to their specific expectations.
This is amazing. Okay, what about help with the actual interview itself?
Well, besides the video practice feature, there's also a mock interview simulator.
Hold on, a simulator. Like a video game.
Kind of. It lets you practice answering common questions in a virtual interview environment.
So I can practice without the pressure of a real person staring at me.
Exactly. And it gives feedback on everything, your answers, pacing, body language, even your tone.
It's like a dress rehearsal for the big day.
It is. You can practice as many times as you need until you feel totally confident.
This is seriously a game changer. I love that RoleCatcher provides this level of support.
It's all about using technology to empower you.
You know, what really impresses me is how personalized it all is.
Me too. It's not just one-size-fits-all advice.
Right. It adapts to my individual needs and preferences.
Exactly. It learns from your interactions and tailors its suggestions to your specific goals.
It's like having a digital mentor who understands my strengths and weaknesses.
It's about giving you the tools and guidance to build a successful career on your own terms.
Okay, RoleCatcher has officially blown my mind.
I know, right? It's pretty amazing.
But with all this tech talk, let's not forget about the human element.
Of course not.
We talked about staying ahead of the curve in this ever-changing industry.
Right. Lifelong learning is essential.
So how can RoleCatcher help with that ongoing career development?
Well, one great feature is the personalized career development roadmap.
Ooh, tell me more.
It takes your skills and goals and suggests potential career paths.
So it helps me figure out where I want to go.
Exactly. It also identifies skills you might need to develop.
Oh, cool.
And recommends courses and workshops to help you learn them.
It's like a personalized GPS for my career, making sure I'm always heading in the right direction.
Exactly. It's not just about climbing the ladder. It's about finding fulfilling work you're passionate about.
That's so important.
Yeah.
You know, what I really appreciate about RoleCatcher is the sense of community they foster.
It's pretty special.
It connects you with other entertainment journalists.
Right. Creating a network of support.
It's like having a built-in mentorship network.
It is. You can share ideas, ask questions, learn from people who have been there.
That's invaluable, especially in such a competitive field.
It is. It reminds you that you're not alone on this journey.
We're all in this together.
Exactly. That shared experience can make all the difference.
Okay, we've covered a lot today, from applications to interviews to career development.
We have. It's been quite the deep dive.
But before we move on, I want to touch on finding your unique voice again.
Of course. It's such a crucial aspect of this career.
We talked about what it means, but how can I actually discover and cultivate my own unique perspective?
It's all about self-reflection.
Okay. Really tap into what makes you tick. What are you passionate about? What gets you excited?
Those are good questions to ask myself.
What stories are you drawn to? What perspectives can you bring to the table?
It's about figuring out what makes me different in a good way.
Exactly. And once you've identified those things, bring them into your work.
So let my personality and passions shine through in my writing and interviews.
Exactly. Be authentic, be engaging, be you. That's what will make you stand out.
This feels so empowering. It's not about fitting into some mold. It's about creating my own.
It is. But remember, finding that balance between authenticity and professionalism is key.
Right. I don't want to cross any lines.
Of course not. It's about being true to yourself while understanding the industry's norms.
Be myself, but the best, most professional version of myself.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to experiment. Your voice will naturally evolve over time.
It's a process of growth.
It is. And I know putting yourself out there can be scary, especially at first.
It can be intimidating. But remember, This industry thrives on originality, on fresh voices.
Those unique perspectives are what make it so exciting.
Exactly. And don't hesitate to seek out mentors who can support you along the way.
Those people who can help you find your confidence.
Yes. They can give you valuable feedback and help you navigate the industry.
This is such a great reminder that we're not alone in this journey.
We're not. There's a whole community of creatives ready to support each other.
It's inspiring to think about all those passionate storytellers out there.
It is. And that shared passion is what makes this industry so special.
Okay, I'm feeling energized and ready to take on the world of entertainment journalism.
That's the spirit. And remember, RoleCatcher has your back every step of the way.
From finding my voice to landing that dream job, they've got all the tools and resources.
They do. It's about empowering you to build a career you've always wanted.
I'm so glad we did this deep dive. It's given me so much to think about.
Me too. It's been a great conversation. You got it. Film studios, production companies, festivals. Yeah, even those passionate movie fans.
It's about understanding who I'm talking to.
Exactly. It helps you tailor your message and your content.
Okay, so I figured out my audience. Now, what kind of content should I be creating?
Think about what showcases your expertise and passion. Maybe reviews, insights on social media, video essays.
So something that really highlights my unique perspective on film.
Exactly. Content that resonates with those film folks we talked about.
This is where I can get creative. But I need a platform to share all this amazing content
You
in.
do. In today's world, having a strong online presence is crucial for your brand.
So a website, a blog, social media, maybe even a podcast.
Those are all great options. It depends on your audience and your content.
Okay, so how do I choose the right platforms? There are so many.
Think about where your target audience hangs out. LinkedIn for industry pros, Instagram for visuals, maybe a blog for longer pieces.
It's about finding the platforms where my content will have the most impact.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to experiment. See what works best for you.
I like that. Trial and error, but also a chance to explore.
Exactly. But remember, it's not just about broadcasting your content. You need to engage too.
Right, interact with my audience, build those relationships.
Exactly. Respond to comments, join industry discussions, connect with other film enthusiasts.
This is where my networking skills come in.
It is. Personal branding is all about building those connections.
This all sounds amazing, but I'm not going to lie, it feels like a lot of work.
It does take effort, you're right. But the rewards are worth it.
Okay, I'm feeling motivated. But building a personal brand, it's a marathon, not a sprint, right?
You got it. It's an ongoing process that requires consistency and dedication.
And a whole lot of passion.
Definitely. But remember, you don't have to do it all alone.
Right. RoleCatcher has my back.
They do. They have so many tools and resources to help you build that thriving career.
As we wrap up, I want to encourage everyone listening to check out RoleCatcher.
It's an incredible resource for anyone who dreams of being an entertainment journalist.
They make the journey so much easier.
They do. And remember, be passionate, be persistent, never stop learning, and
most importantly, have fun.
Exactly. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure. And to everyone listening, go out there and make those entertainment dreams a reality.